This is Herbert A. Brown Jr., Focus Winner. Today's message is, you are never alone with Jesus. Psalm 16:8, I know the Lord is always with me. I will not be shaken, for he's right beside me. Philippians 4:13, I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. John 14:27, I'm leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid. Again, today's message is, you are never alone with Jesus. Now, many of us, we have moments where we feel alone. And at times, we have moments of feeling alone when troubles hit us. But I am here to tell you, you are never alone with Jesus. Now, I remember as a kid, 2 or 3 years old, my parents put in this little card of a glowing Jesus that would glow in the dark. And being a kid of 2 or 3, I didn't fully understand it. I was a little afraid because I didn't understand how this card was glowing at night. But what I didn't realize is my parents were instilling me that Jesus was overlooking my life. Even when they couldn't be in my room, Jesus was overlooking me. Now, I had a situation where I was working in Lansing, Michigan. I was flying into Lansing, Michigan. I was feeling nauseous, but the young lady sitting next to me was very attractive, so I didn't want to throw up on her. So I just kept it in. But when I got to the hotel, the lady at the front desk said, Mr. Brown, you look awful. I said, give me some aspirin. I'm going to take some aspirin, and I'm going right to bed. And that's what I attempted to do, but I was in so much pain, I couldn't even sleep in the bed. I had to sleep on the ground in the fetal position, and I was praying to Jesus all night long. The next morning, I felt better. So I went to work, and I was discussing with one of the members of management these 2 big manuals, and all of a sudden, bam! I felt like I was shot by a bullet. The pain was immense from my stomach. I fell to the ground on my knees. This alarmed the member of management so much, he said, Mr. Brown, what can I do? I said, I need to go to the hospital. He says, I'm going to call you a cab right now. That's quicker than the ambulance. So he called me a cab, and I went to Sparrow Hospital in Lansing, Michigan. As soon as I get there, the doctors evaluate my situation. They say, oh, we believe your appendix is burst. We need to perform an emergency appendectomy now. This is a life or death situation. So I called, because I was a member of Kaiser, and I still am. I called my ex-wife, who I'd been divorced from for 2 years. I said, hey, I need you to cut through the red tape of Kaiser to get this emergency operation approved. And she did. That was God there. That was Jesus right there working. So just before I was going to have my operation, the surgeon who was going to perform the operation told me that he was one of the best surgeons in America in removing appendixes. But he also said with a smile and a glimmer in his eye, he says, hey, your wife called to make sure everything was going okay. I said, have no fear. I'm one of the best surgeons in removing an appendix. And then he said, a few moments later, your girlfriend called. So I had to explain to him that the lady that identified herself as my wife was actually my ex-wife. And the young lady who identified herself as my girlfriend was my current girlfriend. So he just smiled. He said, don't worry, I'm going to take care of you. Pretty soon they gave me this form to sign that said if there's an accidental death during the operation, the hospital cannot be sued. I started thinking, oh man, accidental death? I got to sign it anyway because this pain is too much. So, just before the operation, and believe me, Jesus is real, I felt the most unnatural peace I've ever felt in my life. You are never alone with Jesus. Jesus provided this unworldly peace just before my operation. For those of you who feel like you're alone, you are never alone with Jesus. Jesus is always with you. I have so many instances when Jesus has been there to help me. I'm just bringing up this one instance because that was the most clear instance of an unnatural peace I've ever felt in my life. I went swimmingly through the operation, but I never forgot that peace Jesus gave me before I was operated on. So remember this, you are never alone with Jesus.